Now we're going to talk about rates. Rates are ratios, and I know that these words look so similar, but there's a slight difference. A ratio compares the same quantity, like centimeters to centimeters, or dots to dots, or people to people, or something like that, where it's the same units. A rate, specifically, a rate, is a ratio that compares different quantities, and you're going to notice a new word's going to pop up in these. Miles per hour, so you're comparing miles and hours, two different quantities. Students per teacher, number of students versus number of teachers. Price per ticket, that's dollars versus number of tickets. So you're comparing two different things, and you see that word per that shows up in there? Whenever you see per, that tells you that you have a rate, and that implies division. So whenever I see the word per, I know that something is being divided by something else. Miles is being divided by hours. Price is being divided by tickets. Okay, that sort of thing. So that word per means divided by. So that's what a rate is. And I think miles per hour is the easiest rate. That's like your the rate of change is another way to say speed, like the speed you're traveling or the velocity. The unit rate, the word unit in math means one. So it's a rate that has one as one of its values. So maybe either 1 mile or 1 hour, or $1 or one ticket. So you're trying to find a lot of times the cost of one thing, or how much one thing is worth, and that would be the unit rate. And that can help you just in life in general, just as a consumer of goods. That can help you figure out what the better buy is. So let's say we have a pack of 4 light bulbs and it costs $12. So the tag on the aisle when you in the store trying to buy it, it would say $12, right? But you know there's 4 light bulbs in there. So each light bulb, if you divide by 12, one light bulb would cost $3. So that's telling you the unit rate. Remember, unit is one. How much one light bulb costs is $3, and that would be cost per bulb. So the word per again means division, and you take the cost and you divide by the number of bulbs and you get cost per bulb. So we could say it's $3 per light bulb, right? And that would be a unit rate. So we're going to talk about how to figure out which cereal is the better buy in the next example. And if you look in the store, a lot of times they'll tell you the price of the box of cereal, but they will also break it down on the sticker and tell you the unit price. And if you've never noticed that before, I encourage you to look next time you're in the grocery store. But if they don't have that on the sticker, you can figure it out this way. And it's not terribly complicated. So we're going to find the unit rate to figure out what cereal is the better buy. And I think the better buy, we're going to word this in terms of price per ounce. Because cereal is often measured in ounces. So the price per ounce. You could also do the ounce per dollar, but I actually think it's going to make more sense if we set it up this way. So price is the dollar amount, per means divide, and then ounces. That's the rate that we're going to try to set up. So for Cheerios, let's say it's $4.29 for an 11-ounce box. That's the price. So we're going to take the $4.29, the price, per the number of ounces. Okay. And you can just divide this with whatever little calculator you happen to have. I'll just use this one. 429 divided by 11. And we get 0.39. And that is dollars per ounce. So it costs you, now that's really 39 cents because it's a decimal number, 39 cents for each ounce, right? Or $0.39 per ounce. That's how much Cheerios cost. Let's see what Lucky Charms cost. It's $7.28, but this is a 26-ounce box, so it's a bigger box. $7.28 divided by 26 ounces. $7.28 divided by 26. That's 0.28. And that is dollars per ounce. So that's like 28 cents per ounce. So then the question is, which one is the better buy? Well, which one is cheaper per ounce? Lucky Charms is considerably cheaper per ounce, 28 cents versus 39 cents. So this one, Lucky Charms, is the better buy because it costs less per ounce. That is how you would justify it. It costs less per ounce. It's less dollars per ounce for Lucky Charms than it is Cheerios for those two particular boxes. So now you can kind of see how you can compare things in the grocery store. That's the one place where I use this actually all the time, and not just because I'm a math teacher, but just because like I buy groceries, and so this is a pretty common thing, and you want to make sure that you're getting a good deal.